What's up, guys? Back again with a unboxing video. For whatever reason, I started watching YouTube videos on the ACOG. Well, as anybody knows, they're crazy expensive, and you go on eBay and the cheap ones are kind of tempting. Well, a long time ago, I bought a no-name brand like knockoff, and it was absolute horrible quality. It didn't sit on the rail evenly, and I don't know, it was just cheap. Well, I bought it super cheap. It was like 50 bucks. And what do you expect from 50 bucks? Now, it seems like there's a new contender on the market, because right here on eBay, I have the TA02 model, which is the LED version with the RMR. And I thought, you know what? It had 30-day returns, so I thought, you know what? I'll take a look at it, see what it's like, and if I don't like it, I'll just ship it back. So I did open this because I thought this was something else, but once I realized what it was, I put it all back. So this is a true unboxing video, and it comes with the scope and some accessories to it. So let's check it out. All right, so we got two plastic cases. I'm sure these are what the accessories come in. And then, just so you guys don't see my address, I'll take this off screen. We have the PPT Outdoors scope. All right. Let's see, TA02 4x32 LED black. All right. All right, here we go. So here's obviously the scope, a lens cloth. Anything else? Nothing else in the box. We'll set this aside. And let's take a look at the scope. Well, first of all, it says made in the USA. Highly doubt that. And it does say Trijicon ACOG 4x32 with the AA battery symbol. Other than that, there is nothing else that you would think that this is a genuine ACOG. Anybody that does their research would probably know that, yeah, this is a knockoff. But upon initial reactions, the glass seems, let me take a look through it. Oh yeah, glass seems really nice. Field of view is nice. Okay. So, I don't know if I can get this. I'm sure I can. There. It's not the chevron. It is the crosshair type. So let's see here. It has crush washers on the rail. The rail looks like it would actually work. Tactile clicks. It has your different settings, 1, 2, 3 through 6. Oh, right here with the arrow. And then an off in between each number, which I find amazing, because that is what you want whenever you have illumination. Let's see here. Is there a battery in it? No battery. And I will have to go get one here in a second. Okay, so you can tell that there's a little bit of paint right here on the inside where they kind of missed the black and the aluminum. Well, once again, you can tell it's not from Trijicon. And we have a actual metal wire holding the scope caps. Let's see what they look like. Okay, so you can actually see it says up and a direction. Nice, pretty nice tactile detents in it. No clue what exactly the clicks represent, if it's a 1/3 of an inch, I think is what the real ACOG is, or 1 inch, or what. Once again, here it says, sorry, bumped you there, a right, an R with a direction, and pretty tactile clicks again. There is a little piece of rubber around the where the scope cap goes to make it waterproof. And as I turn it, I can feel it engage the rubber O-ring. Okay, cool. Let's see what we got for accessories, because this should come with a RMR. Ooh, and looky here, we opened it right up. Okay, what we got here? We got a mounting plate, screws, any instructions? No instructions, which is fine. It's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, let's look at this. Okay, here we go. Once again, made in the USA by Trijicon. Highly doubt that. 1 click equals 1 MOA. And it appears that I will need to take this off in order to access the battery, unless it has one in it. Let's see here. Let me push some buttons, and I see absolutely nothing. So I'm going to have to get a battery and put this in there. So we'll set this aside. The plate. Is this the one I just opened? Yes, it is. Okay. Here, it appears we have a kill flash with a O-ring. Oh yes, definitely a kill flash. It is made of plastic, and it has a rubber O-ring. Okay, there's that. Here we have a rear flip cap for the scope with a piece of molding, flashing stuck to it still. Seems decent. Now, okay, here we go. This is the mounting hardware for the RMR to the scope. So it appears that this would go right here. Or is it right here? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Once again, no instructions, so I'll have to look at the pictures and find out exactly what it is. But, okay, and then we have some mounting screws, Allen key, or Allen wrench. All right, let me go off camera, get some batteries, and find out exactly, and put this all together, and then we'll take a look at it and see exactly what we're dealing with here. And we are back. You know what? Not too shabby. So putting this together, I learned a couple things. One, if you see right here, it says manufacture date January of 1982. Yeah, so pretty laughable. So it came with a bunch of screws in here. These little ones were on top of here on the scope, just to like plug the threads. And then it came with 2 extras and a single one that is longer than the rest and has no partner. So either I wasn't supposed to get this one or I am missing one. Regardless, none of these was used to install this. So I can understand having these left over because these were part of plugging the threads, but I don't know why they included those. Also, the mounting plate on this, it seemed a little crooked, like mounting it. I don't know if you can kind of see it. Let me do it. I don't know. It just seems crooked to me. So I'm sure that can be remedied with, actually sighting in the optic, but just a note. Also, the screws that go on the RMR, none of the Allen keys actually worked for them, so I had to find my own Allen key for it to work. Is that really a big deal? I don't know. No, it's not. It's not. If it holds 0 and everything works, no, it's not a big deal. Like, I have Allen keys. I'm sure you guys have a drawer full of them. So, also the battery. If I take the battery out, it does have the orientation in which the battery needs to go. But if you can see, the battery is very loose inside of it. Maybe you can hear it rattle. Whenever you install it, I mean, this metal part hugs the, inside of the battery, so it keeps it from wobbling, but I don't know, you'd think there would be a sleeve or something in it. The glass quality on this is actually pretty decent. Now, I have never looked through a Trijicon before. I have heard that they are exceptional glass, and I can tell by looking through this is not exceptional glass. This is just probably regular Chinese, manufactured scope optic glass. Also, the brightness on this, at its max setting of 6, is probably a 3 or 4 on your regular scope. It is not very bright. I took some pictures through my phone, which I'm probably pulling up now. The crosshairs on it are very crystal clear. It is in focus, clear, and obvious crosshairs. And then with the illumination, like I said, I would say high noon bright is not possible. This had about an hour before the sun goes down, and I could see it was decent. Is that a big deal? I don't know. That was the whole reason why I bought this, is for the battery-powered option, because, like I said, the cheap one that I had bought years ago had the fiber optic going across the top, and it was extremely bright, just like a regular ACOG, and I had to put tape over it, and it was annoying, to say the least, whenever you wanted black crosshairs to tape it up, and all that. Whole reason why I went with the battery. And to be honest, I don't really use the illumination unless it's dark. So I don't see where it's that big of a deal. Some of it maybe, I mean, it's what, a tenth of the price? Maybe an eighth of a price of an actual ACOG? Come on, guys. It's got to be, there's got to be some give and take here. But also, the red dot, let me see if I can get this in camera. Okay, here we go. There we go. So this is all the way bright. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, and off. So 5 settings, if you count off as a setting. This seems pretty decent. Now, I have not used it. I've obviously not sighted it in, so I can't tell you one way or the other. Upon initial looking, this is a pretty dang good copy. It feels nice. It feels nice and solid. I did put blue Loctite on all of the screws here, but I am wondering if I should put Loctite on these and on this and on these. I probably will. Why not? I'm out here, might as well do it. So let's mount it on the rifle and see just how good it looks. We'll check eye relief and go from there. And there we go. It is officially on my 20-inch build, which is my first AR-15 ever made. Yeah, it seems all right. So the eye relief is definitely not as bad as the first one that I had. That cheap, like $50 one that I got like 10 years ago. I mean, it was like this, trying to see through, to where you could almost feel the rim of the scope. But let's see, right about there is wherever it starts to get black. That's comfortable, and there it starts to get black again. So I don't know, it's we're gonna have to see. So, and the RMR is actually at a pretty decent height, and the dot is actually pretty crisp. It's probably a, gosh, maybe a 3 MOA dot. It is definitely bigger than 2. I do not think that it's a 4 MOA. That's pretty big. It's probably a 3 MOA dot. And I do have astigmatism, and I see just a little bit of, you know how astigmatism works, but it's a pretty nice dot. It's not like a slash like some of the red dots that you see. I can actually see a circle. So I don't know, we'll see. Stay tuned, and I will sight this in, and we may even do a little bit of a torture test. So we'll see. Hey, sorry it's been a while since my last video. Hey, you know how life is. I'm just trying to, you know, whenever I get something like this and I get inspired to do a video, that's usually when I do them. But hopefully I can do more in the future, and I am definitely going to be filming this whenever I sight it in. And like I said, we may do a little bit of like a water bottle test or something. So, all right. Thank you. We'll see you then.